Just-in-time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy, serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, one and all. Welcome back to the Anthony Brown Show, ATL, friends and family. How you doing this evening? I'm yours truly, Mr. Anthony Brown himself. Yes. I'm joined tonight by my tribe, my friends, and my family, my crew. But before I go and introduce you to them, I just want to remind you guys, definitely hit that subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe. It's free. And statistics have shown that about 60-70% of you that are viewing the show are not yet subscribed. So what are you waiting for? It costs you nothing to subscribe. And while you're at it and watching, click the like button, which is the thumbs up. And if you comment below, we will read your comments on the air and answer and respond accordingly. So go ahead. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I'm joined tonight by none other than the most beautiful and precious young lady that I know on this side of the Mississippi. She's soft, she's gorgeous, but yet she will cut you and will stab you at the same time. None other than my sister, Tayama Sweetness. You're muted.
Hi, everybody.
You ever say you're soft, beautiful, and gorgeous, but she'll still stab you?
I took the beautiful and gorgeous, and when I was like soft, I say, well, you know, they seen another side of you with Tyson.
But will stab you at the same time. So don't get it twisted.
Real bad.
Okay.
Real bad.
And of course, I can't go no further without my little big brother. You know what I'm saying? He's tiny but mighty. I ain't gonna say no more. None other than Legacy the Great.
Tiny but mighty.
Yes.
Yeah, that's him right there. ATL in the holes.
Tiny but mighty. That's kind of like a vibrator.
Lord.
I'm more like an extra large dildo.
Okay, we're back. Why I gotta be extra large?
You what?
Why the dildo has to be extra large?
What you mean? Cause I'm gonna probe all through that body.
New year, better behavior.
No comment.
Tayama, I did not start that.
My
And,
brother say he's sending me some money on Cash App.
yeah,
Yep, because he got all the money. He got 50 jobs.
that was just gonna be Tony.
Who?
50
Tony know who
jobs,
we
Tony.
talking about. I'm holding my phone, y'all, because Mr. Legacy the Great finna send me some of that money. It's Friday. We done got paid with my cut.
Friday night. Just got paid.
Who sang that?
I don't know who sang it, but I'm waiting on it.
Kill him. Whoever created that song, kill him.
Anthony Brown. I'm looking for this one picture I want to upload to show y'all that I found on Instagram. Hold on. That's what I was looking for, this one particular picture.
I, I hope all that stuff I've been sending you this week.
And I can't use none of it because all of it was from YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all this one picture real quick. I'm gonna ask your opinion or you can comment on it. Welcome to the show, Miss Juicy Cakes. Juicy. I guess she logged on and went somewhere else.
I guess.
Does today mark George Floyd's birthday?
I don't know.
I think I saw on Instagram or Twitter, or they call it X now, not Twitter. Somebody said happy birthday, and rest in peace, great one, George Floyd. And they posted his picture from when he did porn. I don't know if y'all knew that George Floyd did porn.
Just don't have one of them faces that I would want on top of me.
That's him right there.
Lord bless your soul, sir.
They posted this picture and said happy birthday under the caption. I said, out of all the pictures of George Floyd that has been circulated on the media, on social media and the press and everything, why would they post that picture of him in bed finna get down with a porn
Because
star?
that was that person right there is somebody. What they say when you that's a troll. That's somebody trying to diminish what has happened to him. They're trying to make it look like how when you black or Spanish or something like that, when you commit a crime,
Mm-hmm.
or even if they kill you and you hadn't committed a crime, they don't go look for a picture from your family. They look first to see if you got a mug shot. And that is the picture that they're going to continue to show on the media scene so that people can know that you have been a criminal, so don't feel bad about the loss of this individual.
Mm.
Oh, goodness.
Welcome to the show, Miss Juicy.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey, KK.
Sorry for my time.
Y'all see, this was the original picture. Juicy said, hell no, I'm sending you a picture.
It took her 8 weeks to send the picture.
Yes, so we went from this picture to this picture.
Let me tell you, Tony, One day y'all was finna get me 2024. The devil was busy. When your friend Jose got on here and talking about he gonna put this timer up and that the people in the group gotta be under that timer with their comments.
The minute.
He had great,
Yes, sir.
he had great intentions.
I say, let me get off here. Cause honey, I ain't even finna play with Satan tonight. Ask Herman. Herman was listening in. I say, oh hell. Nah.
I
Your
said,
friend be throwing some shady ass shit. Your brain just don't tap into it quick enough.
we tried the bell, and that ain't put no regulation. What you think a timer go do?
Okay.
I said, you did. That's what Legacy said. No, you the big man.
Yep.
Because baby, once Legacy get a topic and get good to him, ain't no stopping him.
Well, I got two sisters on here that's the same way, especially if it prick a nerve.
Mm, no,
Oh
they're
Lord.
not as bad as you, Legacy.
So you
I
saying
light you up and just leave you alone.
it's that cake that go on just like cake gonna go back word for word.
I've seen Juicy could be going back and forth. And if I say let's move on, she'll stop in mid sentence and just forget about it, and we'll move on.
If I'm cussing somebody out, I don't know how to do that yet. I ain't learning. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
And Tayama ain't gonna cut her sentence off. She gonna finish her thought.
Because when
That's
that
me too.
ignorance get up under my skin, I'll be knowing how to deal.
But listen, here's another caption I saw on Instagram. I'm gonna show it to you, and we're gonna just talk on it like a few seconds, a few minutes, not long. But the caption reads, she finally lets you spend the night or stay the night over, and he pisses in the bed. And I'm gonna show the picture up close.
No, no hell, no ma'am. Fuck you. Nope.
So this was posted on somebody's Instagram page, but that's so they both sleep. So neither one of them realized that he pissed yet.
He better go get one of her kids and put it in the bed.
What if she don't have any kids?
Yeah, ladies, what would y'all have done?
They got on too much. Like it don't even look like they was fucking. Because if they was fucking, he could have said, "Damn, baby, you put it on me so bad, I ain't even know where the fuck I was." Hey, I don't know. He could pump up her sex game to make her feel like, oh, she did that. But still, I be did that mad as hell. I'm just saying.
What would
Legacy
you
would
do?
have figured out a way out of that.
Juicy, what would you do?
Well, why Juicy deciding if she gonna talk tonight?
Damn.
What that
Shade.
On mute. I'm sitting here talking. I didn't realize on mute till you said that. Ooh, being fighting. I mean, it
But
ain't over.
he's
So it's
sleeping.
like he better wake up first. He
I
just
mean, but even
What
if he
him
wake up,
waking up first gonna do?
be out my way. He better leave. He better go. He better like If I woke up and found that he gonna be wearing some hot water, something gonna happen. He gonna find that he gonna have a reason why he peed in the bed. Cause you know you pee in the bed when you put the hand in water and stuff. Oh, he gonna pee in the bed for a reason.
I'd say all he gotta say he was still in that hot thing, child. Make her feel like it was her that made you that. Mm-mm.
My thing is this. Them sheets had to be dirtier than a motherfucker.
That's what I'm looking at. I don't even know
Because if he done already soiled the bed like that and you can see black, that mattress is dirty than a motherfucker. And the thing is this, if she got kids and if he can ease out the house and the way they sleeping, you can tell that this is like something that's made up bullshit wise.
Mm.
Because who took the picture of both of y'all in the bed sleep like that?
My son, so he could tell his daddy.
Well, at that time, if your son got access to the room to get in the house and catch you laid up in the bed with a man like that, you need your ass tore.
Legacy, listen, think about these fucking kids nowadays. It'll be your kids putting your ass on TikTok. Look at this man. He be talking all that shit and he pissed the bed.
I mean, it's possible, but at that time, you're exposing your mama ass cheeks out like that, her booted up in the air like that, and you willing to expose your mama looking like that
They
in
can't see him.
order to expose this
Hey,
man.
let's try this again. For
They see
them
him.
likes, them kids don't give a damn about serving up nobody.
You can't see the mama
But
face.
nah, a lot of that shit be staged.
Say what, Tony?
I said you can't see the mama face.
It doesn't matter. You're talking about a man that's in your house with your mama. If we're looking at it the way Tayama's talking about it. So
No, I'm
at
just
that
joking.
moment,
I don't know who would do it. I'm just
right.
saying.
Woo, goodness.
I mean the bed, I ain't even worried about the stain. I'm worried about the fact that your bed look like that.
I'm worrying about how many bed mites they done got coming in their ears and their nose.
Ew.
Yeah.
But the
I'm
crazy
I
thing,
need
y'all
you
know
to
who he
stop
look like?
thinking, Jude.
Why that man laying up there looking like Usain Bolt?
who?
I cannot.
Usain Bolt, the fastest man
Does
to
that
ever live.
run? He don't
Huh?
look fast. He do not look like he gonna run fast.
Well, he definitely look like he pee fast.
That's what I'm saying. He look like he's stuck.
Time. And but that's a bad look. I mean, I'm looking at this and we can automatically believe that it's staged, but it's just horrible. It's just a horrible look for how, like Thelma say, how motherfuckers willing to post pose in a very negative picture setting for somebody to post it on a Facebook or YouTube or whatever and say to get likes. I mean, the shit is just ridiculous. It lets me know just how far gone we really are as a society because I don't understand what you need likes for so much to the point that
It pays the bills.
Could this be photoshopped?
yes, all of that could be Photoshop, Juicy.
Whether it's Photoshop or whether it's staged or whether it's created, that's not the point. Get to the meaning of the picture. Even if we put a skit up there, oh, it was a skit. We don't care if it was a skit. What is the meaning behind the skit?
It ain't nothing you can do
Like
but just
that.
not talk to the person no more.
I can put a skit up here every week. We don't want to know if it's a skit. We want to know what would you do in that situation.
I mean, it ain't not, for me. It ain't nothing that can be done. If the girl pissed in the bed with me, the only thing I need to do is let her know that was your last time spending the night. But first, I'm gonna ask her: do she have a problem? Do you have a bladder problem? No, I don't have a bladder problem. So you just peed. So you just peed in my bed because if you got an ailment, I need to be a little bit more sensitive towards your situation if I like you.
Well, based on what you said, you put them 18 inches on my bladder, and that bitch ain't acting right since you moved my furniture.
That she can say that. You know what?
Hey, look, that part.
Okay, but he can't say nothing. If he in my bed and that's how we wake up, ain't no did you have a bladder issue. He should have been saying I can't. He should have known he can't stay tonight.
Well,
He
Juicy,
should have his phone set. He should have an alarm set to get
Juicy,
up and go.
Juicy, I'm gonna go back to the caption, and then I'm gonna tell you what I gather from the caption, and then you're gonna re-answer the question. It
Okay,
says
let
you
me see the.
finally let him spend the night, so that means that's somebody you've been feeling for a while, going out on dates. He probably already know the children. He come over and visit, but he just never spent the night.
That's
Now,
what I'm saying. He should have let me know.
so this is somebody that you feeling, he feeling you. Y'all probably done kissed, probably even done hunched, but just not spend the night. But now you
So you
finally
say so with that statement you saying, Tony, they got a hotel, fuck, she got up and went home, and he stayed in or left, whatever. But at that time you both are, I mean, you're saying that that's his first time spending the night at her house, at her house.
right.
But if she,
That's what the captain says. Yes, if you
He
finally
lied.
spend the night.
He lied through.
So
Either
so
way, he lied through.
well, this is my thing. I hear what Juice is saying, but this is my thing on it. Um, I don't know how a grown man can really tell a woman that he likes, I still have a bedwetting problem. And she likes him after he tells her that. So there are certain things that in the beginning someone is not going to be all the way comfortable with you. And I'm going to give you a prime example. One day in my life, many years ago, and Tony, you can take that off the screen now. And I was talking to a chick, and she was a nice lady, and she invited me to come over and stay the night and stuff like that. And so I started going over there, spending the night and stuff. So one day she told me, this is after a few months had done passed. One night she told me, I got something to tell you. I said, okay. She was like, but I'm scared to tell you because I think it might change things. And I was like, I mean, what you got AIDS? What? She was like, what? No, nothing like that. I was like, oh, okay. Well, anything else I could deal with. She was like, okay, I'm gonna tell you when you come spend the night tonight. I was like, all right. So I go over and spend the night, and she's I'm in the living room watching TV. She was like, you really want me to tell you what it is? I was like, yeah. Obviously, you want me to know because if it wasn't, you would have never brought it up. She was like, well, I ran it by my mama and my sisters, and they was like, it shouldn't be a big issue, but I mean, if it ain't nothing that's, why does it have to bother you to tell him this? And she was like, well, I think I need to let him know. So she said, hold on a minute, and pulled her front 4 teeth out.
I'll this is gonna be something crazy.
And it fucked me up. I'm talking about, when I tell you it fucked me up, because at this moment I still gotta play it cool. You understand what I'm saying? I still can't make her feel uncomfortable for revealing this to me. So even though I was ready to leave then,
You was contemplating on what it's gonna be like to get some head.
No. I wasn't contemplating on none of that. I just was ready to get the hell on. But she went on
Why?
ahead and because I ain't signed up for that. If you would have told me this in the beginning, I would have had a choice to decide if I wanted to deal with that or not. You didn't, and I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad because I could understand that's pressure to reveal a flaw like that in the very beginning when you don't even know nobody. So this what happened. So if I get up and leave right then, I really tear her down. You understand? I make her never not want to reveal things to people again.
Right.
But I went on ahead and spent the night, and she was all up under me like she normally do, cause she want me to go ahead and I'm like, no, I'm tired. I'm tired because I couldn't unsee what I saw. So normally I would get up and leave about 10. As soon as the daylight hit and these eyes open,
6:30.
if the sun or the light was out, I was right behind it. I didn't even sleep really. I was every time I dozed up, I was like and looking to see if it was light outside. It was one of the longest nights I ever had in my life. It was almost as long as waiting on Christmas or getting out of the prison system.
Waiting.
And but let me tell you, I still communicated with them, and I was just weaning myself off, weaning myself out, weaning myself out. But she told me what happened. She told me that she was in an abusive relationship with a dude, and he used to beat her and he knocked her teeth out. And the crazy thing is, when mind you, she never told me who her baby daddy was before. But on this date, when she tell me, I know him. I done fought him 5 times. And I never knew she had babies from him. Because she was like older than me. So I didn't really know him and her was in a relationship because he did to her when they was like in their early 20s when she first started having kids from him. And I don't know how she let him beat her up because I whooped his ass.
You
You a
know,
So I
man, she
mean,
a woman.
no,
but you
we
know
equal.
what?
We
At the
equal.
same at the same time, you're valid to feel how you feel and leave. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I get exactly what you're saying about she should have said something from the beginning. So since she didn't, you didn't sign up for it. That's the same thing to go with that caption and that dude. If I
Mhm.
already known you and already got close to each other, if we close enough for you to feel that you could be spending the night with me, you either need to set an alarm clock so that you make sure you wake up and go use the bathroom and keep your secret. But you better keep your secret. Don't let me find out.
What
Like
if?
So,
What if?
Kate,
What if?
hold on, Tony. Kate, you say keep his secret, right? But how long is he to keep the secret before he tells you, and then you still do an observation on if you want to deal with that or not?
I'm frozen. I hope y'all can hear me.
We hear
Like
you.
forever, ever, forever.
Forever.
God damn, Cake.
No, at some point you gotta allow him to be himself if y'all gonna be together.
At the point of him being himself was when in the beginning.
Well, Juicy, he can't keep a secret because you're gonna be asking him why is your alarm going off at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock.
You know what? Then
Yeah.
okay. And then at that time, if he say, I have a bedwetting problem, but to make sure that I don't wet the bed, I'm accountable and I'm responsible. So I get up and I do this. I mean, he working his problem out for himself. Don't
But
marry.
But are you? But
okay, but what if he is responsible normally for that? But being that that was your first time and y'all could have went whoop the whoop rounds and it just got away with him. If that would have been me, I'm sorry, I would have pumped up the dude, making him think his sex is all of that, to where he would have chucked up that bed to baby. Don't worry about it. We gonna get that.
well, I mean, that's definitely right because
Hey,
I could
listen.
definitely. It's just hard. It's just hard to be. It's really just hard to be. It's all sometimes things that we have that are ailments. You know, we feel like we can handle them, but you know
You out?
that that's just like a dude having. You know, he wants to be with a woman, and she lets him spend the night for the first time. But even though he's spending the night, she's not allowing him to have her that night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But he can. I mean, he laying beside her. He can touch and do everything else except for the penetration part. And if he's desiring her that much, he can have a wet dream.
Mm-hmm.
Not
So
even her warmness could have set him off.
yes. So this, I mean, it's different things. But like I say, it's hard off the muscle to reveal your flaws that are not seen. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard to
Mm-hmm.
do it without somebody judging you.
I froze. I didn't hear you, and it is hard to do things without being judged. And I'm not here. I'm not trying to judge. I don't think it's fair for people to have disabilities and they hide them. They're insecure about them, and so since they're insecure, I'm supposed to enable their insecurity and set aside my feelings.
Let me tell you, women, we don't give enough guys enough room to be vulnerable like that. Let's be clear. Cause you
Yeah, I
tell a
agree.
woman that you pee the bed straight off the bed, they gonna run for the hills.
Done deal.
No, we could just have the same bed to share. I mean, there's things around it.
And let me tell you, he could have been in
We
a relationship
function.
before to where when he got in an argument with the girl used that same thing
Exactly. You
against
Peter Pan
him in
ass
the
boy.
argument.
Peter
Oh,
Pan ass
Like,
boy.
oh, pissy draws.
yeah, like lately I have been so compassionate for dudes based on the dudes that I'm running into at work. And I'm like, damn, us as females, we could be some vicious motherfuckers. We
Well,
could you up to be the biggest, baddest thing, and we could break you down to nothing.
I'm
Thelma.
change your
Go
heart
ahead,
about.
Melissa Cake and Thelma. I've been like I say, when I'm at work, I get a lot of times to dive into different podcasts and stuff and hear what they gotta say. And one thing, Thelma, you hit it on the head, mama. Men are not allowed to reveal weaknesses. And I'm not saying this to all women because I mean I just me. Like I said, I get a better point of view sometimes when I run stuff past you, Kate, Chantel, Tay, different women that I know who have been Miss Carlotta Brown, and when I run these things by you women, by you guys, and I get y'all opinion, and I watch how y'all handle things, and every woman, especially in this time now, is not graceful, is not understanding. They take a lot of things and weaponize it to where when, like y'all, we were talking, if the whole time you've been with a dude, you tell him he got the best dick you done ever had. As soon as you don't like him no more with your little dick self,
Oh yes,
uh,
those words.
you
Those
you
words are definitely
you,
coming
you
out.
yeah,
I
now
would
your
never
real
understand
true,
that.
but y'all know it happens. And even though, let's say the man do have a little one, but at that time it wasn't little enough the way you didn't want to be with it. You want to wait till y'all are at cutthroat moments to where you want to reveal this man's weaknesses. So now, when or like, let's say for instance, a dude may be um more sensitive, but when he's around his homeboys, you see a tougher dude. But when he's just with you, somebody he can be vulnerable with, somebody who he can be honest with, somebody he can really show who he is and how he genuinely feels, you make a safe area for him to be able to do that. But then soon as it comes to an end, you're out here ready to expose him. So most men don't allow themselves an opportunity to feel vulnerable or share. But there are some women that are good women that, regardless of, you know, and especially if you, as long as you're not out there outing that woman and the secrets that she know of you, as long as you ain't out there talking bad and belittling her, some women just, that go to the grave with them. They're not gonna hurt you in that way, regardless of how it ended, because you're not out there telling none of their secrets. But there are some women that are so vicious that you can't let down your guard to allow them to know any of your flaws that could be detrimental, that you don't want anybody else to know about.
And some men too. Some men
Yeah,
too.
that's
That
why I
go
say.
vice versa.
But Tay,
But
that's
let
why I
me
said, as long as they're not trying to expose nothing about that woman, most women are not going to react that way.
But
we really need to do a whole show on that.
if she petty, she gonna be petty in so many other ways. Just as you said, I can't do this. I ain't signed up for this, bruh. Sign up for it and leave her too, because that's just like bedwetting, being petty.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. I'm finna tell y'all a situation that I came in contact with, that I was talking to a person that's in a rehab center. This man literally for over 12 years tried to tell his wife that he was bisexual. She knew in the beginning that dude, somewhat like that dudes or would play on that side. This girl will always throw up in his face. If he leave, she will go tell his dad that he liked to dress up. So she knew the idea of what this man wanted, and this man was literally trying to be open with her and let her know, hey, listen, this is me. This girl used that same junk. Now this boy is trying to get off for drugs. His family sent him down here. He's down here in West Palm, and he's basically trying to fix himself from always literally what is that called, y'all? Blackmail? Like literally blackmail to stay in a relationship because us as females only want to take what we want to take. We would prefer you a whole lot than a whole truth of what it is that you are. And it's a difference and like we have some patients that the same thing that I'm telling you about the wife is the same thing that a mother would do on their children.
Right.
Like
You know,
will manipulate it to the ways of how she wanted. Like it's crazy.
and it's also, there are people out here who were brought up to manipulate. Two, the only way you gonna get by is to cover up your disability, to act
Yeah.
if you don't have it, and that part I think is what makes me have that. I don't know if I can be accepting of, because I've had the experience of, I'm trying to make understanding, like, is something wrong? Like, it's got to be something wrong, and you constantly saying nah, you like as if I'm delusional. And now when you try, that's him. I can't spend the night. Well, why you can't spend the night? She then probably gave him ample opportunity to say, because I pee in the bed. But instead, he just can't, and then he finally do and fuck it up. All he had to do
And
was be truthful and say, "I can't because I got this issue." So,
but
it,
Juicy, think about it. If you have that issue being within a black family, your own family will pick on you to enough to where in adulthood that'll be an insecurity.
I feel
Yep.
you. But at
So
that part when you're insecure,
mm,
if you
that's
then
a hard pill, Juke.
it is,
Think
but
about it. A man tell you, babe, I can't control my bladder. It's times I wake up and I've been to peed on myself.
now if that's a condition that this person has, they got diapers for men. You
But
better get
Juicy, if that man is trying, you not being honest with yourself. If that man trying to talk to you,
He got on a diaper.
now mind y'all, everybody
Cake
on
is
this podcast
bullshitted.
know. I told Tyson ass straight up, listen, I ain't buying no dinner legacy. This your last pack of diapers. You either finna get this body training, and I never had to whoop his butt. He was like, let's bet. Let
then
go.
I promise you one thing I can
Uh,
demonstrate is I be like, I know that when you're a grown man, you ain't gonna be peeing on yourself. So I know we gonna work it out. So for me, I feel you on that. And I know that might be a hard thing to share. But if you feel that you can trust a person enough to put your thing and lay down with someone, you better tell that secret.
so
I'm
Juicy,
about to,
if I
I'm,
told you might wake up one day and I done peed all on you, you gonna
No,
go forward.
no, it ain't.
You're not.
I told you, we gonna have separate beds. We gonna have twins and then have a different. We just sat real close.
but Kate, listen, if it's that close, I'm live because see,
Hey, let me tell
I got
y'all
to
No,
touch.
something.
If I'm laying in the bed with a woman, I have to touch
you can't have
feet.
no preference to touch when you pee in the bed.
You
But
see how
see,
you done all
right then and now, that's a strike on them, Juke.
Hey,
Hey,
Tayama,
Don't
Juicy,
nobody want to feel like that.
That's the Brady
yeah,
fellow.
let me help
you
y'all
better go.
out.
y'all hold on a minute. Donovan want to say something. Hold on.
Let me help y'all out. It's not that they peed. They actually they got horny and nutted. Okay,
I told you.
it
Boy,
I
wasn't
told you.
pee.
that's listen. I think it's been a while for you, Pastor.
Have you
It
seen?
ain't that much nut in the world.
Did
Good
Dr.
God.
Hey, he done like that, boy. You having octuplets. You ain't having
exactly?
triplets. You having octuplets.
He was a virgin then.
Hey,
Listen.
Proceed with caution if that's nut, Pastor.
yeah. Hey, so I'm sorry for those who are watching and who's going to be watching afterward. Okay, this is just viewers' discretion. Okay. That means that we got married and you didn't know that I had a control problem, but it was actually that we didn't consume, the power was consumed, but it
Mm.
wasn't consumed when we had children. So it's all right, y'all. Blessed be the name.
Hey, look, that's what I said. I would have been like, baby, you put it on me so good. I would have came up with something. But Juicy tripping. The way we walk around talking about a man gotta be a man,
But
man, we
hold
would have
on.
laughed
I
at that
got something
man.
for y'all. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta be honest because for me, like that might be a deal breaker for Kate. A deal breaker for me would be women farting.
Oh
I
Lord.
cannot and I will not deal with a woman who lay in the bed and fart by me. The first time, matter of fact, I need you to look in these big old eyes when I say this. I talk about things that I can't deal with in the beginning. There's a now I want to say this now. If you are completely asleep and that happens, I don't care. It's okay. Sleep, because you can't control that when you're asleep. If your goddamn eyes are open and you lay by me and open your ass up and fart. I'm gonna tell you for the last time that's strike 2. That's 2 strikes off the muscle with
So
you
wait,
fart.
are you
Hold on,
farting
let me
around
finish.
me?
Hold on.
Are you farting around them?
No. Because I
Okay,
think that
honey.
I feel that if I'm up, then I should have the decency to
No,
remove myself than to shit on you, leave shit smoke by you. There's no
I
reason for me to
never,
leave shit
I
smoke by you.
have never understood why people feel that when my body feels like it's got gas to move, I should move. Cause sometimes that gas move too, and then your stomach be like, "Oh, now I can't even fart. I thought I had to fart. I can't. I done held it in. Nah, bro.
You had an alert. You had an alert. You had an alert that you was about to pass gas. Your
And when
stomach
I go
gave you an
up,
So
alert.
what's wrong with your brother? What is wrong with your brother?
excuse me.
Excuse
Excuse
you.
me.
I'm gonna excuse your ass right out of my life.
And I'm gonna be
Pew,
okay. Look,
pew.
but you know what? The thing about it
So
is,
wait, hold on, y'all. Wait,
Notice
so
he said he
so
was just
for
going to
me not to
excuse
be
her
your
butt.
hairdresser again, all I gotta do is fart around you, or I gotta do it 3 times. Let me
Listen,
figure
Hey,
out how I
y'all.
get
listen,
voted off the
listen,
island.
listen. I am.
He
You are
just
not
said he
my
was going to excuse
girlfriend.
your butt.
If you are my lady, hold on for a second. Go ahead, Donovan.
Oh, so the sisters could be gross.
Listen,
You
y'all.
see this shit?
Hey, Juicy Cake and
Mama,
Tayama.
Yes.
He was okay. I was active listening what he was actually saying. Okay, and I want you all to listen what he said. Okay.
Oh
All right.
shit.
He said he was just going to excuse your butt out of his life. So everything else is staying. So it's all right, y'all.
No. That whole ass and body can no longer be in my presence. Ass and body got to go.
you know,
Legally, see,
my rule.
legally, legacy. You can't just kick a woman out like that, or
Shit.
your wife
Shit. He
out
do.
like
He
that
do.
without
Listen.
legal
He
binding.
do.
Okay.
My rule
Listen.
of thumb
He do.
that I
He
teach.
do. When that listen, Legacy is by far one of the only men that I knew that told me I ain't never gonna fucking da 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 da. And when I tell you he ain't never da da da, I
Mm-mm.
said okay.
Well, I have a
I suggest don't fart around him, ladies, and y'all eyes are open.
I'm done.
I have a question.
Go ahead,
Hold
Tom.
on. Go ahead, Tony.
Microphone
And,
on.
and if your eyes are open, turn the other cheek, y'all.
I have a question. This question was proposed to me
Just a
by my brother.
disclaimer. Then he won't see that your eyes are open.
The question was proposed to you by what? Who?
That neck can't turn too much, y'all. He turned
What,
it too much, it
Tony?
may hurt him. So just make sure, y'all just make sure he's not turned enough so he can't even see your eyes open. And if your eyes are open, quickly shut them, okay? Quickly shut them. And make sure your cheeks are closed when you shut.
Okay. My this question was proposed to me by my other brother Darren. And I'm gonna propose the question to the audience and the viewers. Legacy, don't say nothing because Legacy, when we've discussed this question, and once you hear it, you're gonna remember. But you've heard the question already, and you know the answer. You know the correct answer. So there's only one correct answer. And I'm seeing if everybody on here can get it. Donovan, you're muted right now, but you can unmute yourself because I couldn't get a word in edgewise. But the question is, the question is, what is the number one thing a man wants, needs, and expects of his woman to provide?
Hopefully, respect.
I think it's sex.
I know it's loyalty.
Legacy, do you remember what the answer was?
Um, I was. It's no. I don't remember when we had this discussion, but I would definitely like to. I think with what Tayama and not Darren, but DP said will be one, because I think loyalty and respect is the same in when it comes to a relationship. Because if you respect that other individual, then you would have loyalty to them. Sex would be like number 3 for me.
Okay,
But no, I don't.
Okay, so far I haven't heard the correct answer, but I'll give you a hint. It starts with a P.
A peace of mind.
Peace. That's
Peace.
it. Peace. Because a man don't want to go to a job all day and fight corporate America, fight the world, fight chaos, fight society, fight what's going on in the world, and then come home and have to fight with you. When he come home, you're his peacemaker. Baby, it's gonna be all right. Baby, I got you.
So let me tell you, only type of man that wants peace, the peace you're talking, if it don't start with respect, that is not peace. That is a straight dummy. That is a woman that takes orders from that man. And 9 out of 10, it's one of those relationships that ain't even real love.
They call that submissive.
Because
Not that way.
within a relationship, a man wants a partner. A real man wants someone that when it comes down to it, she's telling them everything that betters them. Some men don't want you to tell them anything, and you see they right into that fucking wall. So you can't say that's a man because he want peace. That is a little boy that is hiding from the mirror of himself and don't want to rise to that. So I totally don't agree with that. Because you're going to have peace if y'all both respect each other. A man is never going to leave a woman that respects him, that don't belittle him, that is actually his partner in crime. And when it's time to put her foot in his butt, because, okay, baby, you finna make us sink. That man is going to appreciate her. He's going to appreciate that peace that don't stop him when he run into that wall.
Hold on for a minute. Kate, go ahead.
And that's 17 years.
Go ahead, Kate.
In a relationship to that don't work.
I agree with what he's saying peace. I've heard that before. I think sometimes these statistic things are so delusional. I had a man last night tell me that men are unconditional lovers.
What?
Unconditional lovers. Like y'all are the only to have true that love unconditionally.
But want me to tell you why he said
I can believe that because both of my love me unconditionally.
But
yep,
I'm gonna explain why he says that. It has been a proven fact. Only women and children. Hold on. Go ahead, Tony.
I have a video that's going to answer that question.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely. And the women or children, we can go to a bro and say women and children are the only 2 beings on the planet that are loved unconditionally. Meaning that a man's value is only determined by how he provides and how he protects. If a man, and we're talking about across the board, we're not just basing this off of my 2 sisters here because women say it every day, all day long now. If a man cannot provide, protect, lead, and guide in a strong alpha figure, most women don't even give them time of day. So based off of when he told you that, see a woman, most men, we talking about most men, and we've proven this, most men can be multimillionaires. And most of them can go back and marry a young lady who is from who works at Wendy's, Winn-Dixie, Hardee's, drives a Toyota Corolla, and as long as she's pretty to his appeal, sexual desired to his appeal and is loyal and respectful to him, he can still marry her and elevate her. If a woman is a multimillionaire, a woman will not look at the regular dude that can provide her with great companionship, respect, loyalty, and trust. But because he can't lead her, because she already has her own money, because he can't make a certain figure of money, she automatically disqualifies him. So when he says that men are the only people who love unconditionally, we love a woman regardless of if she got money in her bank account or if she don't. As long as you meet these certain requirements, which is feminine, fit, can cook, can clean, and love me, we don't care if you got a dime in your pocket. We'll be with you.
Now,
Hold on, Kate, before you reply, I was going to say, Tony, show the video.
Hold on, and to piggyback on what you're saying, I think it's easier for men to fall in love than women to fall in love. Because again, like based on Legacy's definition and the video I'm going to show, women have conditions to fall in love. Men are very simple. If a man come over your house every day for let's say 3 or 4 hours a day, and I tell you, if he said, "Babe, I'm hungry," you go make him a bologna sandwich, rub his feet, you give him the remote. Listen, let me finish. Give him the remote control. Bring him a tall glass of lemonade. Just make him feel like a king. Wait,
yeah.
baby, why you here? Can you fix so and so? Make him feel wanted and needed. He has to feel needed. Because if you don't need me, why am I here?
But all those are conditions.
Wait, let me finish. But listen.
Okay, Duke, I'm over here laughing. What are those?
Those are simple conditions.
But they're simple compared to, let's say, the conditions I said for women. They're not simple. The conditions for the man, a bologna sandwich, what is that? $2.
Unconditional is, babe, I'm hungry. And the hell you telling me for?
Damn. Totally.
Now you know that's some Tayama shenanigans right now.
He's telling you because women are nurturers.
But unconditional is, if I don't choose to get you nothing to eat, you still gonna love me.
Let me play the video.
I'm not gonna invest no time in nobody.
Girl, Tony just said let him play that video like he ain't gonna love your ass if you don't go make that sandwich. Jeanette got that nigga spoiled.
I'm not.
Jeanette Brown got that nigga spoiled over there, so you might want to go make that damn sandwich.
Love between men and women is not the same at all. Men love idealistically, women love opportunistically. A woman loves you for what you bring to the table. Your income, your status, your confidence, your ambition, your cleverness. There's a whole bunch of different things that women look for in a man before they can actually love and submit and want to be with him. But for men, it's like we love women for real. This is why breakups hurt men way more. This is why men commit suicide way more. When a man loves a woman, he loves her far harder than she loves him back. This is why women overwhelmingly initiate divorce and breakups, etc. And why guys have such a tough time getting over it. Because when a man loves a woman, he loves her for real. Men put far more at stake when they love a woman versus the other way around. So men need to approach it with their eyes wide open and understand that women love you for what you bring and how you make them feel. And if men understand that, it's going to be to their benefit. You have far more risk when you get married and or deal with a woman than the woman has with you, because the way the family courts are set up, it's set up for you to lose if everything goes out the window. Women are designed to mate with the strongest male that can provide them security, and if that male can no longer do that, at some point she's going to look to other men and leave him.
All of those are still conditions.
Exactly.
Those are
and they're not unconditional. Unconditional is what a mother and a child, or father and a child, when that child done pissed you off and you want to damn near their ass, but they still hungry and you still gotta feed them. That's unconditional.
Like, you know what I love to ask people? When they say they love somebody or they're in. What does that mean? No, when people tell you they version of love, it blows my mind. Because you can ask 50 different people what love is, and you're going to get 50,000 things that people feel that is what love is. And I'd be like, darn, in the Bible, God literally broke it down to you what love is. And I mean, he broke it down in layman's terms. But yet, if you ask people, what does that mean? Or what is love to you? I'd be like, if that's what your love is, baby, I don't want it.
And it's funny you say that, because that verse about what love is patient, love is kind. You know, I agree with that. Now, at that part with that unconditional, that patience should not wear you out. It should always be there. Now, human beings, I
Pause.
don't
Okay,
feel
pause a second. Let me say
you.
this. Pause 1 second, Kate. Let me say this before you move forward. We talk about patience, right? Now let me show
Mm-hmm.
you. Let's go. Since you said that, right? Let's go to the stats of who filed for divorce
Oh no,
more than. Hold on, hold
I
on, hold
said
on.
human
You said
beings don't
patience.
have it in them. You cut me before I was finished. So
Go
But we
ahead and
what?
finish
didn't
saying what
we
you
weren't
say.
saying one side was more or less. We just was saying the
Right
many varies of what people consider love.
is
It
that's
don't be
yeah
love. Let
But
yes.
me
most
tell
people,
you, if
let's be honest, Tate. Most people, most of us, especially I'm just gonna say us. We have never, outside of mama or daddy, most of us, unless you got a good grandmama, a good granddaddy, or a good auntie and uncle who bestowed that type of, I got them, bro, that bestowed those type of affections upon you. Most individuals have never experienced what love is as a person, not only as in a relationship, but in a family ship. So their version of love is what they feel from someone who is giving them something that they've never had at that time.
Mhm.
So they don't, nobody really knows what true love is at the time unless this is something that's been bestowed upon us. Like Tony, you took care of your nieces and nephews, so you, whether they wasn't getting love the proper way, they look back and see that, well, damn, Uncle Tony loved me, so I do know what love is to a degree. You, Tayama, your dad, Juicy, your dad, your mom, me, my mom, my stepfather, my auntie, and uncle. So what we strive to do is, Tony, you had your mom bestowed that type of love. That's why it pours outwardly, because we've had it in us. But most people don't know what love is. They only know what a feeling, and then seeing what someone tells them what love is. So each person may hold a different version of love, but at the end of the day, love is only a feeling. And the true way of knowing what love is watching the endurance of what a person is willing to endure to continually have you in their life. When you
I was
notice people
waiting on
start
you
to,
to say that, that is a
when you,
negative. And that is one of the most toxic negative traits that we have put
what?
into our generation. That the person that stands there and takes the most abuse from you and keep allowing it because they
But
love
Tay,
you
it don't have to be
is
physical abuse or mental
unconditional
abuse.
love.
That's
Listen,
what it
listen
said.
to me. Listen to me. Nowhere did God tell anyone to be stupid for anything. If God told you to cut off your arm, if your arm is calling you strife, listen,
Mhm.
listen. I am finna teach you how you get to the true meaning of unconditional love.
Go
First,
ahead.
it starts with yourself. If you learn to love you, even though you love that person to the core, you don't allow yourself to be the one that's put on the pedestal to cry. Because, for one, love does not bring pain, love does not hurt. If someone really loves you, let's be clear, they will
That's
cut
not
off
true,
their
Tay.
damn arm. Love, if you unconditionally love a person, listen to me,
We hurt
you
God
will
every
find a
day.
way to hurt you quicker than you will hurt the other person.
I agree with you to a degree on that, but we hurt God every day, but we claim we love God.
You,
And so that's
God,
why I
oh
said
boy.
that there is not a human being that can genuinely love, because we don't have it in
Unconditionally, yeah, you're right.
we
Unconditionally.
that's why I said that. So to say men love unconditionally whereas women don't is a fallacy. Now, I'm with Tayama. To the you can
Let
have
me tell you, I could give you a point legacy where I, out of a shadow of a doubt, not only do I love this person, I'm still in love with this person. I am not with this person because I love me enough to know I didn't have time for that game of that person. That person
Okay,
did not break
but
my heart.
let me ask you a question.
Listen,
I got
I
you.
broke
I,
my heart from dealing with that person. I still
Mhm,
love that person unconditionally to right now in my life, right now, today. I
mhm.
am still doing stuff for this person without dealing with this person. I am still very much in this person's business without dealing with this person. I love you
Listen,
enough to make sure you good, even though it don't benefit me
Tayama,
at all.
Let me ask you a question, right?
I'm not finna run in that circle.
We threw in biblically things. So let me go ahead and say this. Upon being married, right? In the engagement of vows and things, one of the things that is said is that you are to love each other to death do you part, sickness and health.
okay,
Hold on,
pause.
good
That's
or
not
bad,
the Bible. That is
huh?
not in those words
That's
are
not in
not
the
in
Bible,
the
baby.
Bible.
Well,
But the words
I learned that 2 years ago. I learned
but
that
That
two
is
years
not in
ago
the
by,
Bible.
but it's not in the Bible. But
In the
that,
Bible, even in your Bible, and I can tell you where to go look it up. In your Bible,
uh-huh.
where God approves a divorce, if is one, and
If a what?
there are two reasons that you could get in the Bible.
I know what they are. I know what they are.
So, if
Death,
in his Bible he has it
death.
set up the way he knows there's a this that I'm
Tell me you
telling
bring.
you,
Hey,
unconditional love.
there's only two ways to get a divorce, and that is death. And you can't. You have that.
Infidelity.
Death is one, and you have to be able to prove that. And infidelity does not remove you from marriage. Infidelity does not remove you from marriage. Though that is where you have to work through the hard times. We decide that we want to leave because of infidelities. And guess what? Because you have freedom and free will, you can decide to do that. But you engage in sexual activities or a new relationship, every time you engage in a sexual activity, you have committed adultery. Every
now,
time.
now where we going with that? We should, to me, unconditional love is loving a person enough to set them free. And I can say peace.
Unconditional love for you,
So,
not
so
unconditional love for the individual.
setting free the person or you?
I'm each other. See, that's the thing.
No,
You have
no,
to be, that's
that
if
person
I,
might not want to be set free.
but if what we're doing to each other is causing a discord, that means an opposition, harm to each other, some kind of way. That even if it's an anger, I'm not supposed to anger my brother. I'm not supposed to be making someone feel no firm infirmity. If what I'm doing is making you feel jealous because I'm just being me, I need to remove myself because I'm hurting you. I'm causing you to sin. I need to love you enough to know that my presence in your life is not conducive to your well-being.
But why not change your ways?
If there's nothing to change, but this is the person, if
Huh?
there's nothing that I'm doing, but this person holds these emotions and feelings, because again, that's
Okay.
love. It's
Yeah.
nothing you can do about it. It's nothing you can
I
do
mean, you're right. Or if it's that way, then I definitely can see why you would move if you're not doing anything that would cause that. Because some come with emotional damage and baggage that you don't really thoroughly know about that happen. That's why I say most people. That's just like women that I've dealt with that have not felt love. Most women that I've dealt with in my life have had emotional trauma,
sexual abuse.
Yeah,
sexual abuse.
you attract damage.
And guess what? I make it. Guess what? But listen, sis, for real. But guess
Hey,
what?
look,
I have made.
all the
You
way
right.
down
But
to
guess.
the little kids, all the way to the little kids that went through trauma. They
Yeah.
gravitate towards the legacy. My little niece followed him throughout the whole Chuck E. Cheese. Like they been.
But
And
guess
that's,
what?
I mean,
But
your spirit, your aura is a comforting aura. It's somewhere where people can feel safe and being around your presence. They feel that from your energy.
and
Maintain.
I'm pretty. Okay, y'all have heard me say on several times that when I embark into a relationship, that I rather go into a relationship where the person is at their lowest. And I don't understand why I feel like that, but it's always something for me. I get glee and
Maybe,
happiness.
maybe it's that you have a low self esteem and you don't realize it.
No, my confidence is through the roof.
I'm gonna break it down, because if you
Go
went into the
ahead.
woman, if you went for the woman that was at their highest, you can't build her up because she's already up there. Only thing you can do is come in at
Mm-hmm.
her level and just enjoy each other.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
you
that
feel
to me, I don't see me for that. I'm kind of like how I kind of like to stay where I'm at because I want to be a shepherd,
you
and
stay in
being
your
a shepherd is
you stay in
is,
your lane.
is being a shepherd, huh?
Stay in your lane.
And me being a shepherd is if it takes for me to help uplift people, because see, if I think about how Christ was like, Christ would leave the 99 who was already good to go back and save one. To go back and save one, and he got 99 that's already in a safe spot. So if that person is already good, then that's cool. But for those that come into my lane, whether I'm in a relationship with them or if I'm just friends with them, or and like Tay, I'm gonna say kids and all. I want to be that beacon. I want to be that light to say, you know what? I can do it, because I could have been that person that after making 2 trips, once to the Fed, one to the state pen, that felt like the world was over with and that nobody was there for me. But in truth is, if no human was there for me, God waited patiently for me and brought me through it. So why would I not be that beacon of light for someone to show them the way that it can be better? And even whether that individual end up being my wife or just being my friend, or after the time being they done elevated and went and did something different, it doesn't never hurt me, because at the end of the day, I know what my reason was and my season was for.
So and not coming down on you, because we need people like that. So keep doing what you're doing if it works for you. However, like Tony was saying, that's called codependency. Codependency, people need people to need them. And there are people out there that need people to need them. And it is a level of insecurity, but it's on a good aspect. It's not that negative side like weak minded. It's you see good in you and you're just wanting to do good and bring it out of others. But it is a part of codependency.
Well, the thing is, codependent means you have to have that. I don't have to have it because I don't go looking for it. It
No, it
gravitates to
comes to
me.
you. It comes to you. It gravitates to you. So the things that come to you, like the law.
Hold on 1 second, sis. What is this ugly ass face up here doing? What you doing that for? Where I go look for that, Tony?
In between.
You need help, though. Go ahead, Kate.
I mean, enough said.
Okay. Country ass. This nigga.
You knew he was coming. You knew he was coming.
I just
I have another video. Real brief too, but it goes in
Okay.
hand what I just showed.
Things I do for my husband that most modern women don't agree with. In no particular order, number 1, submitting to him. I don't look at me and my husband as equals. He is my head, he is my leader, and I respect and treat him as such. And there's nothing oppressive about it. This man treats me like a princess, and I love it, every single minute of it. When you have a man who you know truly has your best interest at heart, it truly makes submitting come easy. Not always easy, but definitely worthwhile. Number 2, I ask him for permission on certain things before I do it. Let's say a group of my girls and I want to go out to a place that we've never been before. I'm not going to just go. I'm going to ask my husband if he's okay with me going before I make any type of plans. And that's out of respect, because if he's not okay with where we're going, or if he's not sure about the location, then I'm not going to go. I also wash his clothes, I clean up after him, I cook for him, I serve him his plate, and I take it back when he's done. I cater to him. I literally cater to him because he's the king and he should be treated as such. And I let him have the final say on decisions. I trust his judgment at the end of the day, and I know that he's always open to hearing and considering my thoughts, but at the end of the day, he's the man. I let him have the authority, let him have the final say on what works best for us. And even if things don't go as he planned originally, I'm not going to go ha-ha and laugh in his face. I'm going to still be by his side and support him. It's okay. Lesson learned. Now on to the next thing. Period.
Oh, I would like to ask her one question past that. Because with that mindset, and if everything he do fuck up with, if she just be lesson learned on to the next, and she still let him lead her to the driest waters, girl.
Let me tell you, it was a lot of stuff in there. First of all, let's be clear. Your husband, your king, treats you as a princess. Okay, let's dissect that. See, that's why you can't on the mental. You can't like. Let me see how I be at my house on that mental. That's gonna bother me. So in your house, you are a little girl because you don't see yourself as his equal. He treats you like it's not like his queen. That right there tells me to get off the boat. Right there.
Right there.
But if you know he's making a decision that you know you had a better idea and you didn't bring that to him, how the fuck is that peace?
That's not
when you
love.
Helping us fuck up and go off the edge. And you willingly knew that it was a better way and you was quiet to give me peace to go off the edge. Right then and there, she just proved my point.
That's not love according to the Bible, because the Bible says
you
make sure your spouse has the best interest.
Tony, a woman out of her own mouth that agreed with what you agreed to just showed you how where's that man gonna have peace when he fucking off money, and instead of you telling him, babe, you might want to look at it this way. I don't say nothing. I let him lead. And yeah, he don't get it right sometimes. I don't say ha ha.
No,
nah, bitch, because you dumb.
You do have a say so, but the final decision is his.
Rewind what she just said.
She got her own bank account, and he not fucking up hers, and that's not love. You not support. That's not equal support. That ain't I got your back, you got mine. That don't make not a damn bit of sense.
I am so glad I had the dad that I had, because, baby, if my brain wasn't wired the way it should be with society and my mom's generation with those Betty Whites and son, the man gonna be a man. Whew,
if we
Jesus.
if we can't pay
Whew.
bills together, whether it be his money and we paying bills or our
He
money
can pay
and
all
we
the bills, Juicy.
bills,
Juicy, what's wrong with you? Back the hell up. Let
no,
him do
Be
that. He
quiet,
no.
Tayama. That juicy
What I'm
preach,
saying
preach
is,
juicy.
if we can't, no, I don't even mean my money. I mean being
was
able to trust each other with the decision of paying bills. There are men out here who can't pay bills and will be late, have all this stuff happen because their ego won't trust the woman they with. If we can't have these understandings, we can't have things together. We got to be able
Listen,
to teamwork make the dream work. Ain't no
this is how. This is
let me
how. Mm, 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 mm.
Go
these
ahead, Nicholson.
conversations be amazing to me.
What
This is a 2 hour show. We ain't got time to be.
this woman was basically saying that she allows her husband to lead, but she never said to a point. Because I know most great
yes,
women,
you did.
most
Yes, you
great
did.
women
No, let him
have
let
the
let him finish, because I'm finna make Tony rewind that. And when
no
she
no
finished the sentence, I'm
most
gonna tell you
great
where I'm at.
women most great women have discussions about things they want to discuss with their husbands at pillow talk time.
That's wrong.
Most great people do not. I'm talking about at any time. Um, make the other person feel less than in the presence of others. That conversation she's saying for the front, and what she said let. Most good women will from the front make it look like he's making a great decision on his own. But
No,
most great women make those decisions with their man behind the scene.
Yeah,
One of the
we know
greatest,
we know that. We're not saying
hold
putting
on.
nothing in public. What are you talking
But
about?
what I'm saying is, if this works for this woman, who are we to say that what is working for her and it has a glow on her face and on her heart, it is wrong? Because we're not doing. We're not out here telling women who are young and who are in their middle age and who are by old that you being a gold digger is wrong. We're not telling these women that are making OnlyFans pages that the way you sell your pussy online, allow people to see you masturbate online is wrong. We tell them to go ahead, get your
Yes, we
coin
do.
investment.
The word for that is you sitting there talking about, oh, is this? No,
Say,
honey, that's called
I'm not
prostitution.
talking, sis, I'm not talking about on here. We say it, but if it was said enough in the opening,
Legacy,
for
this the generation that don't care about what you say.
would you say that that young lady that we seen would probably be in the generation? And then you have to look at culture. Culture also allows for men, depending on where you live at and what country you're from, allows for certain things to be said and done. Most
that
women,
that lady we watched is for the likes. She just tried to act like she doing something that modern women aren't doing, and she was
yep,
just. But and the thing of it is,
Let me tell you,
we
nobody wants a
saw that.
partner that'll let them walk into a wall.
Thank
And
you.
if
I
he
don't
do,
You
let me tell
do.
you the
know.
men that want that type of young lady that just Tony just put up there. Let's be clear. That is that man that is dogging her ass out, and she don't know. She gonna be just like that wife that was sitting next to that pastor looking real retarded after her man was out there with that woman and it went public. Let's be clear. Because first of
Yeah,
all, she not even his equal enough to be an adult. She's a princess,
right. She
not
can't even
like his
finish playing it.
queen.
It's just a
Oh
mindset, though, sis.
no.
I mean, if she's okay with living
Let me
her
tell you,
life,
it's
and
a
if
lot of
she,
people okay with it's a lot of people legacy that are okay with the way they live it. And my statement is you like it. If you like it, I
I love
love
it.
it. But don't sit there and send it to Tayama and make me think, oh, on the mental side, girl, 9 out of 10 she married to an African. And if any of y'all ever dated an African man, may God be with you. That's all I need to tell
Yeah.
you.
But listen, y'all. Listen,
Honey.
on a more serious note, I wanna bring something up to you guys, and hopefully that you guys um have been hearing about it and really been paying a um a large attention to these things that's been going on. And today, while I was at work, you know, one thing I'm gonna get into is about AI. But the first thing I want to jump into is about what is going on over in Texas.
Mm.
And at this moment, we could be getting ready to embark on a civil war.
Yep.
And why I say that is Governor Greg Abbott has taken a very great stand against Joe Biden and his administration by him removing um, the federal border patrol out of the state of Texas off of the border, and has now, because in the last few months to 2 years, over 100,000 immigrants who have been all men have been crossing the borders of Texas, and our federal government border patrol has been doing nothing about it. So Greg Abbott has gotten tired of it and has removed the federal border patrol from out there and has now called upon the Texas National Guard to protect the borders. Joe Biden and his administration has said out loud, they first took him to court, local court, and the courts ruled that Greg Abbott was supposed to say, I'm gonna mute yourself, baby.
My
Greg,
15 Pro heard you and started telling you what you saying.
oh, so he has Joe Biden them took him to court. They won in the local courts. So Greg Abbott took it to an appellate court and has overturned what the lower court said that he needed to remove the barbed wire and the troops from the border. So as of this moment, they are now waiting to be. This is waiting to be heard by the U.S. Supreme Court. Now, the lower level appellate court decided with the governor saying in his own state he can remove federal troops. I mean, Federal Reserve people, Border Patrol, because as long as he's doing what was supposed to be done, which is to protect the border, he can do it. It's his state. Everybody has to understand that your governor is in each state of America. The governor is the president of that state. So what the governor wants done in his state has to be respected as long as it's not causing harm or impeding on federal rights, human rights. Now, we're talking about illegal immigrants crossing the border, and we've had just in the last year or so almost 100,000 individuals across the Texas border coming into America. And now Biden has now issued a warning to Greg Abbott that if he had 24 hours and if he did not remove his troops or else. So now people are waiting to see what or else is, because guess what? 25 states across the United States of America have sided with Greg Abbott and Texas and are now sending more of their reserve troops from these 25 states to stand with Greg Abbott and at the Texas border. Not only only the National Guard, every state is also sending out local sheriff's people, local police officers who want to help go patrol and protect that border. So now here it is. What are you gonna do, Biden? Hey, Savage, what are you gonna do, Biden, to your U.S. military reservers that are now? And so what happened is, before I get to that, the court said that he can remove Biden's patrol off of the line. The only way that the federal border patrol people could come in is if somebody's life was in danger. That's when they can come in. But as of right now, nobody's lives are in danger and they can't make him move. So the thing is this. What he told us that the reason he need his border patrol out there is because he needs to protect the line. What do you need to protect? If there are already National Guardsmen out there protecting the line, what is it that you have to protect that's already protected? What is in my mind? My mind is you won't see these people are gearing up for this election, and I need you to understand. We talked about the insurrection that was created so-called by Trump and everything. But what this man is, if you're allowing all these men to enter into the United States of America, what are you letting all these immigrants? You're not letting women and children in, you're letting men in. So you have an agenda. Not only are we doing that, we're also housing these individuals. And once they make it in, they can go and sign up for food stamps. They've already had some people that's been transported from Texas to New York and stuff where they've given each one of them that they've transported and relocated them $5,000 and also got them a place to stay. And we still got homeless people out here on the street.
They also asking for people to be willing to open the doors and let people stay with them because
exactly.
The hotels are all full with housing and they don't have room for it. And especially with this freeze and
right. And
can't give me a check?
And
huh?
I didn't know it was that serious and that was going on.
I can't hear you, Tony.
Is the government going to give me a check to let somebody stay in the house?
Yeah, you might get that check and let somebody in, but your ass could be dead before you really get to spend it because you don't know nothing about the individual you're letting in your house.
Yeah, it went to the car. It had lost. This boy ain't getting none of this.
Now, this is the thing. I'm waiting to see what is Biden really gonna do. What a lot of people don't understand is this: if you have a sitting president and a war takes place inside of the United States, guess what happens? The sitting president, there won't be an election. And the sitting president continues to be the president.
That's what they tried to do with Trump. And then when they realized that when he stated as a state of emergency, it would shift from being him as president, but FEMA would kick in. He ain't clean under the snow off the car.
So what I'm telling you is when you have 20, and not only did Texas do that, they have also they've also put in a petition to remove themselves as part of the United States like they was before to become its own country inside of the United States. They already have almost 200,000 people signed up to bring before so that when the election starts, this question of being sovereign from the United States can be on the ballot. And if enough people check that off, saying that that's what they want in Texas, Texas can remove itself from being a part of the United States. And a lot of more people and a lot of more states are going to become that way, which is sovereign, because they don't want what's going on today. Listen, I just found out today that there are two Democrats senators are trying to get Congress to pass a bill to where there can't be any more militias inside of each state, meaning that they want to make it to where if 3 people gather together, nobody else, and if you're talking about training, like learning how to shoot guns and things like that, they want all of that abolished to where nobody can create a defense against the United States or the government if the government was to try to come after the people of the United States. They got a bill up right now that they're trying to get passed, but they're not talking about it. And it bothers me that I've asked 5 black people today, 5, not including you guys, just 5 that I've run into stores, 5 black people that I've 2 or 3 at my job, and I asked them, "Do y'all know what's going on over in Texas?" Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I say, "Well, do you be on TikTok?" Mm-hmm. So you didn't see none of that was on TikTok today? Mm-mm. You know why? Because the algorithm goes another way. If you don't poke into certain things, the algorithm is not gonna send that type of information to you.
Or if it does pop up, they swipe past it.
You swipe past it because you don't, and that's the thing. We always wonder how laws and bills and policies come to us, and we don't know nothing to it to the last minute because we don't pay attention to nothing but foolishness. Foolishness. This shit is happening real time.
And they're even rewriting the laws with the marijuana and how it.
Okay, we can barely hear you.
That the feds don't have. I said they're even rewriting the marijuana laws where a whole bunch of people have this. It's legal, and now they're trying to change it and make things illegal again, which is entrapment because all these other people who that signed up and are used to it now they'll be stuck. Being that you got a card gonna lower your rights to have firearms, your rights to vote. It's gonna put you in positions that you either gonna be a weed head or a model citizen, and that's not cool. They setting a lot of people up.
So as I was indulging in that today, and this is the truth, I have been praying and asking God to open my mind to why these people are really pushing for AI intelligence. And it really pricked me today. And you have to be careful sometimes of what you ask God to reveal to you. As I'm working today, I'm like, well, how are these people going to be able to control and kill millions of people? Let's say it's a civil war within the United States. Most military troops are not going to be willing to turn guns on American civilians, and most military, unless they're fired upon, and most military people are not going to be willing, that's in the United States, are not going to be willing to drop bombs on civilians inside of the United States. The whole purpose of wanting AI is for these people to, and our government knows this, those people will turn against the government and not work for the government. Those people will not turn on American civilians and kill them like that. These people need AI. These people are trying to introduce robots, all type of drones and stuff to us, and saying it's for protection and friendly sense of all of this and that. But the truth is, these folks are trying to get these AI robots that look like humans to become part of their military, to move out Americans and people that are in our military, because we have feelings, thoughts, and emotions. So with feelings, thoughts, and emotions, they know that they're not going to be able to control regular people. So they need a army of people, of robots that look like people to blend in, so that when they say, get in that plane and go and drop these bombs over here in Georgia, get in that plane and go drop this bomb. They don't want nobody second guessing, asking why I got to go drop this bomb on American people. They just want somebody to do. So if I can't get you to do, I'll create something that will do as I say. And this is why the push for AI has, or artificial intelligence, is booming at an alarming rate, because they are going to get a military, if people don't wake up, that replace human beings, and they ain't gonna be nothing but a bunch of robots controlled by psychopath, uh, egotistical individuals that they're no longer going to be worried about being placed and picked to be into the office. They're going to stay in office all the time and do what they do. Our government, our Senate, and our House of Representatives don't have an expiration time of sitting in these positions. You don't. How do you sit on in Congress from the ages of 34 to 88? How many terms is that?
Too many.
Too many.
If you look even more into it, we're the only ones supporting this international war against Israel and everything. And a lot of nations are gonna be turning their back on us. And things that they were pointing out when I was like listening to just a lot of different podcasts in reference to it, we're saying exactly what you're saying about we got enough aliens over here to make enslave us, and we can continue to still run this country and create and participate in their trade at the same time, be under control and regulated and killed if we don't. It's we setting ourselves up by teaching AI how to be us. We're giving them the programs on how to navigate for us, so that we don't
Yep.
have to be. We can be in prison. There are buildings here, like condominiums here, that you don't have to leave. It's got everything you want and need. Your grocery store, your cleaners, everything is in that one building. So all you got to do is just go downstairs. You can have your bar, your leisure time. And that's what the lockdown was regulating people, getting people comfortable with being enclosed, confined, and not able. And we done
Yep.
passed that test. We done showed them that we will comply. So now they got to go. And they going for it.
Listen, COVID-19, C-19 was a test run to see how the American people would comply under duress, and how, if the government tell them to do certain things, they did a number count to see how many people was gonna bucket, to see how many people were gonna still be on the street, if they were gonna have to implement martial law. All of that was done just to see how many people would comply, how afraid people were, and to see how much control they have through the media and mainstream. And a lot of people complied to the point of they were so afraid that they complied and got the COVID vaccine. So that means that the next time we come out with another something and we tell you you got to get it this time, most people are
It's
gonna
called
jump to it.
Disease X.
Huh?
There's already a new disease virus. There's already a new one being released. It's called Disease X, and they're already in the labs making a vaccine for it. They're already been designing something to go ahead and take care of this before it gets out of hand. It's already in the making. So look, we just had snow for 12 hours straight. Temperature right now is 25 degrees. However, the weather report said that our air quality was 103, hazardous and dangerous to people's health. Tell me how.
I want to mention also Tesla. One of the AI robots. Attacked the engineer. It took 5 men to pull that robot off of that engineer. He's about to kill him.
Wow. And so
I also saw.
who's the guy who created Tesla?
Go ahead, Kate.
Who's the guy who created Tesla?
Elon.
He built in a bunker. And people asking him why he built in a bunker. And he said, everybody knows that these bombs and stuff are all controlled by Wi-Fi. Like we got not to talk bad on people, but we got idiotic systems running some very life-threatening things. We just really putting our hands into the destruction of people who don't want nobody to live. They okay to prove that they could destroy God's world. That's how evil it is. We can prove we can destroy God's world and make it be nothing before we make something continue on for existence. That's what we're facing.
Listen, Kate, you say that, and I want to say this. Elon, have anybody ever noticed that NASA has discontinued sending rockets, so-called out of space into the moon? Have you noticed that the only person, he does this quite frequently, who has been sending rockets up into space or so-called space, but never leaving the Earth, is Elon Musk. And this man is constantly sending rockets, talking about he's trying to run it, but the man is actually, even though they tell us on a consistency that there's no such thing as a firmament, and we all know that there's a thing called a firmament, because if you had any time in your life as a younger person within our group have read the Bible, where it used to be in the Bible, the King James Version, where it talked about the firmament. There's no more writing of the firmament, because to have a firmament means to be able to have a dome over you that would tell you that nobody has never ever left the Earth, because you are in a dome. So that means that NASA and everybody else who lied and said they made it to the moon and all that stuff will be fictional. So they don't want that. So as of right now, he has sent over 50 rockets or more that explodes when it hits something up in the sky. And people don't read, but the firmament, when God talks about the firmament in Genesis, he says that he created the earth, and then there's water that sits below the earth, and there's water that separates is water that separates from water, and that's above us. The dome or the bubble that we're in protects us from the water that's above us. So if you crack the firmament, which you can't crack nothing that God created, what do you think would happen if you cracked the firmament and it broke? You would kill every human being on the earth by drowning them. This is why you don't worry about them ever cracking the firmament, because God made a promise that he would never destroy the earth again by water. That is the purpose of the rainbow, as God's promise that the earth would never be destroyed by water again. He said the next time it's destroyed, it'll be by what? fire. So these people are constantly telling people we don't have a firmament, but you're constantly trying to send rockets that don't have human beings in them, that constantly explodes when it hits something in the atmosphere. So why are these rockets exploding? This man is the only person I know that gets to shoot off rockets that are unmanned and controlled by humans that constantly goes up in space and blows up. What is it hitting? This is why I say sometimes we're talking about things on our podcast
A
that are
shield.
good. Yes, a shield. But we definitely need to start talking about shit that pertains to life, that pertains to what is going on and what people are doing. That we're so far gone by being entertained by bullshit that we don't pay attention to real shit that's going on in our world.
But let me tell
Because
you, when you pay attention to that real shit, them people start targeting your ass and killing us off. Once there was a Juicy, once there was a Legacy, once there was a Tayama, boy, we'll be falling off. Y'all know the people crazy.
So the rocket launch that happened January 3rd from out of the Orlando Space Center, that wasn't by them?
Elon Musk.
Cause wow. See, I didn't realize that. I saw
Every
when they
rocket that has
when
been
they
sent off in almost in the last 2 years has been sent off by Elon Musk.
So that's when they say you don't need to let them know what you're doing. You got the money, you just do it and then tell them what you did.
Exactly.
Okay. Gotcha.
Listen, this man has done so much stuff. Let me tell you, he had people that he was taking up into Earth's atmosphere that they were paying $20,000 per person to be able to be in these rockets to fly up there to see what's up there.
Is that the same as like the man with the boat? Or what they doing? The submarine? And then everybody
No.
fly?
I know what you're talking about, but no, this is Elon Musk. This is a trip that you can take that can take you into Earth's atmosphere and see what's above. And they supposed to be trying to, but this is just a trip. So you got people that are paying $20,000 per person just to get into one of his little spaceships and go up there and see.
Well, the people who paid all that money to go on that submarine, that was just supposedly a trip. That's these people getting all this money and they ain't got nothing better to do. Man,
Listen, Cake, I don't believe damn person on that submarine that went in that water drowned because they ain't found no bodies. Them folks went and faked their death so that they can move on with the rest of their money, and that was it.
Oh.
It's no telling.
Don't say.
It's no telling. On a brighter note, on a brighter note, because we're running out of time. Something I heard today on the news, on the radio. I'm gonna put the question up on the screen. Would you create an OnlyFans page if you were prepaid $100 million?
I'm all in, baby.
Prepaid. Yeah, that means that's for sure money. You know, there was a question about
yes or no, Juicy?
Would you allow a person? Huh? I said
yes.
Or no?
I
said that's free money.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Snoop Dogg was asked this question and offered this money, and he said no.
But he already got money.
But he can have 100 million more.
He don't want nobody.
But he's in a whole nother atmosphere after he brought everybody masters and he owned Death Row.
Exactly. But that's why I be telling Tony. Tony is a greedy motherfucker.
Tony's a businessman.
Tony can have $100 million and
He
ain't
got
gonna never spend all that money in his lifetime.
no
That is
website.
willing to do something to get another $100 million.
I just need the first. And then you're gonna be disappointed because I done got mine.
Let
And
me
the
tell
lady
you, I
that
might
got
be
quite
with Tony
honest, the
because the
lady
no
said,
you
what
didn't
I gotta
have.
do.
You want to make sure you don't go back to the have not.
I can definitely understand Snoop Dogg's position. Snoop is married, and Snoop already got money that's gonna continue to come in because he owns, just like he owns Death Row and all the music from
His
Tupac.
daughter just had a stroke.
Right? His daughter just had a stroke, so prayers go out to Snoop Dogg and his family.
For sure,
Hmm.
for sure. Prayers out, dog. But for anybody who hasn't had money and that was offered to them, 99% of the people to 100% of the people gonna say yes.
Right.
Because they've never had money. But the thing is this:
I ain't never had 100
if a
million.
person
It
offered
ain't
me
I ain't had
$100 million
money.
to sleep with a dude, I'm gonna be a
I gotta
broke
be
ass
on my
dude for
feet.
the rest of my
Oh.
life because I don't need money that bad.
Well, but that's why I said they gonna have to have some fine print telling me what I'm gonna do before I make that final decision, because I don't want to disappoint anybody when I get on this OnlyFans and all y'all see is my black pinky toe.
Well, it was specific. It was very specific. It was very specific that he will be nude on OnlyFans.
He says you'll be nude.
He would do
Yeah.
what? I'll be nude. Oh. Ooh. I'm so
Child, they go ahead and see that little old coochie. They can see it, no pressure.
For everybody right there, like at the same time, I ain't got 100 million. But
Listen, but
if I was in Snoop's position, I would not. If I was in Snoop's position and I already had money, I wouldn't need more. But if I was in my position where I am right now today, oh yeah, because my brothers bring their little bit of coins. I give them theirs.
Listen, it's just certain things. Like I done had friends ask me questions like this before. If Michael Jackson offered you $50 million to have sex with him on the 50-yard line of the Super Bowl, would you do it?
It's going down.
No.
It's going down. It's going down.
Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. The only thing a man can do is
where do I sign?
Now what I will be doing, if you gonna sign, I'm your biggest cheerleader. Go get it, Tony. Go get it, Tony. Go get it, Tony.
I'm gonna be your cameraman to make sure we get all the right angles.
Yeah, I'm talking about Tony. I got big pom-poms out here with the name going in front of them.
Okay.
Yeah. But listen, if you told me we need you to sleep with an old lady on the 50-yard line, she 85, 90, I'm going to eat her from a rooter to a tooter.
Long as it ain't no gay stuff, you good. I get you. I hear you.
I got anything like that. I'm already lost in the sauce. I'm done. You can't even offer it to me. Motherfucker. But listen, y'all, we finna go and get ready to get up out of here. Anybody got to say something before we get out of here?
Well, I mean, I want to say to you all and to everyone out there that, you know, if things go down and this war kicks off and we stop with communication, I've been practicing mental telepathy, and so I want you all to channel in and know that I love you.
Hey,
If you need
Adrian.
anything, just mentor me away.
All right,
You know,
Juicy,
I've been thinking about your cousin
I'm
too.
tuned in with my third eye. My pineal gland can definitely feel you telling me you want to make it back to the house safe and that you're definitely gonna be here next Tuesday at 9.
I'm tuning in. I'm connecting to you now. Right now, Juicy, I'm connecting. You so nasty, Juicy.
Juicy, drunk crazy.
What it is, Adrian? But listen, this has been a blast. I want everybody to stay tuned in to what's going on in Texas. I want for Black History Month, I'm gonna just give y'all a little tune in. I'm gonna definitely get into my Black History Month. I want to inform more than anything. I want to inform our Black caucus, our Black Democratic Party, people that vote Democratic. I'm gonna show you guys some things during Black History that you guys never really pay attention to, and maybe it'll open your eyes up to why you need to stop voting Democrat. And one of the main things I'm gonna leave you with before we go out of here is the reason the reason that we were enslaved more than any after that is because most of our people were voted upon by the Democratic Party for us to continue to stay into slavery. Most people don't understand that the Republican Party was the party that voted to have slaves free. We used to be Republicans. And the Democratic Party swung it some kind of way. So when I look at the Democratic Party today, there's nothing uplifting about being a Democrat. And I'm going to show you guys in February how we got duped and bullshitted to become Democrat. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're gonna start with the juiciest cakes in the business. Let them know, KK.
I'm gonna let y'all know, but I'm gonna add on to what you were saying real quick, because you know Biden said that you ain't black unless you vote for him, and that was you ain't black unless you Democrat. When we realize that we not black, so only black people vote Democrat. How about that? But we not black, y'all. So
Go ahead and let them know, Kate.
Every Tuesday and Friday. You can find me here every Tuesday and Friday on the ATL show. Facebook, Nicole Purse. Instagram, Miss Beautiful. And TikTok, Miss Juicy Cakes. And you can check out my website, Enliven Your Way to Wellness, for all your homeopathic wellness needs.
All right. We appreciate you, KK, and love you. Gonna go ahead and bring out the boss lady, the one that keeps us all in check. She says she's gonna be nicer in 2024. We finna see.
I have been beyond nice, okay? I've been sparing people feelings, good vibes, good vibes. You can reach me at Tayama01 on Instagram. On Facebook, you can reach me at Tayama Copeland1. You can reach me at Just In Time Accessories at Gmail. And you also can shop justintimeaccessories.com. See you next Tuesday.
They don't know how to reach you.
They just figured it out.
What's the other part at the
You
bottom?
can call Legacy and he will get my messages. Do I need to repeat your number again?
Oh God. We'll go ahead and bring out the man that makes this possible for us, the one that made a way for us to be able to even create what we have today. The one that's a pain in our ass, a thorn in our side, but we won't pluck him because we love him and need him. My big brother, crybaby, soft as Charmin's tissue. AB, let him know.
I don't know who he was describing, but I'm Anthony Brown, yours truly, the one and only. You can find me on all social medias. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube under Anthony Brown or The Anthony Brown Show. I ask that you follow my Facebook page, which is Anthony the Writer. You can email me or call me for all show ideas, suggestions, critiques, whatever. You can email me at the Anthony Brown Show at gmail.com, or you can call me at 561-768-3710. And words I live by wholeheartedly, and so should you, and that's you got to grind until you shine.
All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. The one, the only, the one that say what has to be said all the time. And don't keep no bullshit on my mind. I'm Legacy the Great. You can reach me on Facebook up under our Dream Williams, YouTube, Legacy the Great, email legacyunlocked@mail.com. You can reach out to me for business purposes, promotions, infomercials. If you have one that you want to advertise for your advertisement, if you have any legal matters or want some sort of advice on how to move on things, you have problems getting inside of your vehicles, West Palm Beach, Cape Coral, Fort Myers area, reach me at 229-630-7615 or 561-907-9129. I just want to say this before we get out of here, everybody. I love you guys. Let's pay more attention to what's going on inside of our state, inside of our countries, because when we're focused on what's going on in someone else's area, it leaves you vulnerable and unaware of what's going on in your surroundings. Protect yourself, love one another, give thanks to God for allowing you to be a part of this, whatever this is now, and continue to keep him first. ATL, hope.